Every year as September approaches, something unusual begins to happen in both physical and digital spaces. Entire fan communities start preparing weeks, sometimes months, in advance for Jungkook's birthday. Unlike the personal celebrations most people experience privately, Jungkook's birthday has become a global festival. The reach of this phenomenon demonstrates not only his personal influence, but also the way modern fandom operates in the digital age. The first marker of Jungkook's birthday as a global event is its scale. Fans across multiple time zones coordinate so that the moment midnight strikes in Korea, hashtags related to his birthday immediately dominate Twitter, X's trending lists. It is not uncommon for these hashtags to occupy the top 10 positions worldwide, sometimes even overtaking global news or sporting events. This scale of attention shows how fans treat the date almost like a cultural holiday, ensuring that no matter where someone logs in, they will see Jungkook's name and recognize the celebration. What makes this scale particularly significant is that it is not restricted to BTS's traditional strongholds in Asia. Fans in the United States, Europe, Latin America, and the Middle East contribute equally to the noise, creating a mosaic of voices that spans languages and cultures. This level of participation indicates that Jungkook's birthday is not a regional celebration, but one that has truly transcended borders. The digital landscape plays a crucial role in amplifying Jungkook's birthday. Social media platforms like Twitter, X, TikTok, and Instagram become stages for fans to showcase their creativity. TikTok in particular sees a flood of fan edits, dance covers, and original content that celebrate Jungkook's artistry and personality. These videos often go viral beyond the BTS fandom, introducing new audiences to him. Live streaming platforms add another dimension. Fans host online parties, countdown events, and collaborative live sessions, effectively creating virtual spaces where thousands of people gather simultaneously. These are not random, unorganized efforts. They are structured events, often with professional-level graphics, music playlists, and moderators to ensure smooth interaction. Even YouTube becomes a hub of celebration, with fan compilations, documentary-style tributes, and detailed analyses of Jungkook's career milestones uploaded around the date. Some of these videos rack up millions of views in a short period, making the fan-produced content almost as influential as official promotional campaigns. While the digital stage is significant, the offline celebrations provide tangible proof of the phenomenon. In major cities like New York, Tokyo, Jakarta, London, and Seoul, fans rent billboards, bus ads, subway panels, and even drones to light up the sky with birthday messages. For example, in previous years, entire subway stations in Seoul have been covered in Jungkook-themed art installations. In Times Square, LED screens larger than some official brand campaigns have displayed birthday tributes, watched by thousands of pedestrians who may or may not even be familiar with BTS. The economic scale of these offline projects is also remarkable. Some fan bases collectively raise tens of thousands of dollars to fund these displays. Crowdfunding platforms and fan union donations make it possible, and the fact that so many are willing to contribute demonstrates the strength of Jungkook's global appeal. In some cases, offline celebrations extend to charitable acts. Fans organize blood donation drives, scholarship funds, and environmental projects in his name. These initiatives not only honor Jungkook, but also tie his image to positive social contributions. It shifts the celebration from a mere fan ritual into something that leaves a real-world impact. The global celebration of Jungkook's birthday reflects the way modern celebrity culture has evolved. Unlike traditional fan behavior, which centered primarily on consuming content, the current model emphasizes participatory culture. Fans are no longer passive receivers of entertainment, but active creators who expand the meaning of being a supporter. Jungkook's birthday serves as a case study of this cultural shift. For fans, the day is not just about celebrating Jungkook as an individual. It becomes a symbol of shared identity. The hashtags, projects, and gatherings represent their collective belonging to a community that is both massive and intimate at the same time. When someone in Mexico City tweets a birthday message at the same moment as someone in Bangkok, the celebration becomes a thread that ties together otherwise disconnected individuals. Although the phenomenon is largely about scale and visibility, there is a softer, more personal layer that underpins it. Jungkook's journey from a young trainee to a global icon is often mirrored in the way fans discuss his birthday. Messages often recall his debut days, his growth, and his role as BTS's youngest member who matured in the public eye. This adds emotional resonance to the celebration. For many fans, Jungkook's birthday is an opportunity to reflect on the years they have spent supporting him. The event becomes less about a single person's date of birth and more about the shared memories between artist and audience. This emotional attachment explains why the celebration is so consistent year after year, without signs of decline. What sets Jungkook's birthday apart from other celebrity celebrations is that it is not tethered solely to his music career. Brands, media outlets, and even public figures sometimes join in. Articles appear in international media about the scale of the fan projects, while businesses use the opportunity to launch limited-time collaborations or themed promotions. Coffee shops in Seoul, for instance, host pop-up events where fans can buy drinks and receive Jungkook-themed merchandise. These businesses often see a surge in foot traffic, turning the fan celebration into an economic boost as well. This crossover into multiple industries shows that Jungkook's birthday has outgrown its status as a simple fandom ritual. It has become a cultural event with ripple effects across entertainment, commerce, and even philanthropy. Few other artists, whether in K-pop or global pop, can boast of such multi-layered impact from a single date. For many, these efforts are not about proving the size of their fandom, but about giving Jungkook something intangible, a visible reminder that his work has touched lives everywhere. When they see his face on a billboard in Times Square or his name lighting up Shibuya, fans feel that they have given him a gift worthy of his global impact. While billboards, subway ads, and LED screens are often spoken of in terms of cost or visibility, there is a deeply emotional motivation behind them. Fans know Jungkook will likely see pictures of these projects online, and the thought of him noticing their effort fuels their dedication. For many, the joy comes not from the advertisement itself, but from imagining his reaction, that he might smile, feel encouraged, or simply know he is loved. These emotions explain why fans are willing to spend months preparing for these projects, fundraising tirelessly and coordinating across borders. The scale of these displays, towering screens, full subway takeovers, or even drone shows becomes a metaphor for the scale of their affection. Not all fans can contribute financially, but creativity offers another avenue for expression. Around Jungkook's birthday, platforms like TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram overflow with artistic tributes, hand-drawn portraits, digital animations, heartfelt letters, and carefully edited videos. Each creation carries a personal touch that money alone cannot buy. These works are often emotional in tone. A fan video might trace Jungkook's growth from his teenage debut years to his solo performances, layered with messages about how he has inspired perseverance, comfort, or confidence. For those who may never meet him, This becomes a way of saying, "You have been with me in moments you didn't even know about." The creativity of fans thus becomes more than aesthetic. It is an emotional language, one that Jungkook may not always directly reply to, but one that unquestionably surrounds him during his birthday celebrations. Perhaps the most touching side of these creative projects is the rise of philanthropic campaigns. Instead of focusing only on billboards, fans channel their emotions into making the world a better place in his name. Blood donation drives, scholarships, wildlife conservation efforts, and food relief programs become birthday gifts that reflect Jungkook's influence. These projects are emotional in their own right, because they reflect fans' desire to mirror what they admire about him. Many fans point to Jungkook's kindness, humility, and dedication as the reasons they were drawn to him. And so their way of celebrating is to pass that kindness forward. In a sense, Philanthropy becomes not only a birthday tribute, but also a way of living out the values they feel Jungkook embodies. One of the most remarkable aspects of these projects is how they bring together people who may never meet in person. A fan in Brazil might donate to a campaign organized by a fan base in South Korea, while someone in Egypt might design an illustration that is shared in fan exhibitions in Paris. Though scattered across continents, they are united by a common emotional anchor: the desire to make Jungkook's birthday feel extraordinary. When fans gather online for countdown live streams or offline in cafes decorated with his image, there is often a sense of closeness. Strangers connect through their shared admiration, and in those moments, the celebration feels both deeply personal and incredibly global. The emotional bond between fans becomes just as central as the tribute to Jungkook himself. What makes these creative projects powerful is not only their scale, but their sincerity. Passersby who see these projects, whether it's a large digital billboard or a local cafe decked out in Jungkook's honor, often sense that there is something deeper behind them than just marketing. It is the collective passion and emotional energy of fans that gives these projects their distinct aura. Even for those outside the fandom, there is something moving about seeing people come together to celebrate another person with such devotion. This emotional resonance often sparks curiosity, leading new audiences to learn about Jungkook and, in some cases, join the fandom. The consistent creativity year after year would not be possible without emotion. If these projects were purely transactional about visibility or money, they would lose steam over time. Instead, the emotional attachment fans feel to Jungkook ensures that each birthday becomes a fresh opportunity to express gratitude, admiration, and joy. This emotional layer is also what drives innovation. Fans are not satisfied with repeating the same gestures each year. They want to surprise him, to give him something new that might capture his attention or make him feel proud. Emotion, in this case, becomes fuel for endless creativity.